Ramaswamy, author of the upcoming book, Nation of Victims, with us here in New York. How you doing? Good morning to you. So we had to pull it back because it wasn't true.
Well, that's a good reason to pull it back, because it wasn't true. But I think it reveals something deeper about what's going on in the cities across this country. I mean, this is a DA who used to actually be the DA in San Francisco. So you see that trend now in his wake in San Francisco as well, is that if you give people an incentive to commit more crimes, they will commit more crimes. That's what we're seeing in policies across the country. But even the underlying agenda, it's justified by this philosophy that says, you know what? Your crime is legitimate in some ways, because that's the core claim of the defund the police, the BLM movement, the clear the jails movement, is that the system is so rigged. The system is so flawed. There's so much systemic racism and et cetera in the United States that justifies even psychologically in the mind of the criminal to say that not only am I going to get away with it, you know what? I'm even justified in doing it because I'm sticking it back to the system. I think that's the under-discussed part of what's actually driven this wave of crime we've seen across our cities. And it's not just L.A., and it's not just San Francisco. It's cities across the country.
Speaking of San Francisco, this is a Wall Street Journal headline that Chesa Boudin's lawless city, recalling San Francisco's district attorney, would do a lot to restore order. And they went on to say California is more concerned with renewable energy, electric car subsidies, and paper straw mandates than doing anything about crime, homelessness, or junkies shooting up in broad daylight. Recalling Chesa Boudin might be a first step toward change. What do you anticipate here?
So, look, these recalls are an uphill battle in California, broadly speaking. You saw that in the governor's recall last year. But here's the thing. I think this is actually a lose-lose for the Democrats. A lot of people forget that this is not a Republican-led effort. This is led by a former chair of the San Francisco Democratic Party. So in the event that the recall succeeds, well, I think that's an indictment of someone like Chesa Boudin. In light of the fact that it fails, I think it is actually showing the fact that this is a party that's actually been taken over by a cancerous wing that's at the far left end of the spectrum. So I think it's a little bit of a lose-lose. I don't know whether the recall is going to succeed or not. Early signs suggest that it has more momentum than most. But I hope it spawns a conversation in cities across the country, in the Chicagos of the world, in the Washington, D.C.s of the world, in cities across the country that have seen these crime spikes. And I think that even the people who launched this recall bid, I want to give them credit. I know it's a former chair of the Democratic Party of San Francisco, but they've put a spotlight on an issue that people even 2 years ago were afraid to talk about. Now we're able to have the conversation.
Fair point on that. I don't think it's just crime, though. It's standard of living.
That's right.
What is going on in your community? Read the Wall Street Journal today, an Andy Kessler's piece about daily life around his neighborhood and the office where he works. It's a startling thing.
That's right. And you know what? I mean, we live in this culture where our public servants have forgotten that they are not kings. They are actually servants to the public. And I think that applies at the federal level all the way to the state and local level.
But the weird thing is that they have to live within it, too.
Well, but they don't, really. I think that they're insulated in a way that, if you're in the managerial class in the country.
I can't imagine that they live in a better place than Andy. Like, that's what I think. At some point, for lack of a better word, the revolution comes from within. But it is the leadership. So if you change the leadership, then the people will be able to hopefully, change things.
I think you need leadership that's tied to the circumstances of everyday people. Yeah. And I think that once it does hit them at home, I think that's part of when we begin to see that change. But I think it was a good point, Dana.
Kessler says, my family and I live 30 miles from San Francisco. A homeless man walked into our home on Tuesday morning.
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
On and on the story goes. That's what this is.
And now it's when this is when it begins to cross party lines. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. Yeah. Nothing will moderate your own experience or your own political perspective than the daily experience you have in the way you live your life. And I think that that's where it's sad we've gotten to that point in this country. But now that we've gotten there, I hope some good actually does come from it. We'll see if it starts with this recall.
We shall.
Big results tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Will you be here?
I'll be late.
You'll be here. Don't you worry.
Thanks,
Vivek, great to see you.
Nice
good
to see you guys.